What's up, Falcons family? It's your boy Toby D, and you have tuned in to my Christian audio podcast, Faith Football Fans. And ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up on week 4 fast. 1 o'clock game. I'm so excited because I don't know if I could take another week of having to wait so late for the Falcons to play. Week before that, they played at like 4:25. Oh, that was dreadful. And then we had to wait till Monday Night Football, which we got 2 gift wrap presents on Sunday with the Carolina Panthers, losing, and Tampa Bay Bucks. So it was kind of worth it. And then to get the win against the New Orleans Saints the way that we did, it made it even more worth it. The icing on the cake, if you will. But I want to talk about this week's matchup. Not much of a game plan like a pro, probably. I don't know. I'm just going to throw all the stuff that I want to say out there. But I'm going to say right off the rip, I will be giving props to defensive coordinator of the Carolina Panthers, Sean McDermott. If he can figure out how to stop this offense. Listen, this offense is not totally the same that you saw last year. Now, although we are doing some similar things, even Ron Rivera admitted himself that the Falcons have added more variations to what they're doing on offense. Not to mention now, we're running no huddle. Now, despite Kyle Shanahan and Dan Quinn trying to downplay the no huddle when they've been asked about it, they didn't run it this much. I'm sorry, they didn't run it this much. We're doing it a whole lot more this year. When you come out and say that you ran the no huddle for 3 quarters against the Oakland Raiders, no, you wasn't doing that last year, Kyle Shanahan. Okay, then I know you had to run that no huddle a lot against the New Orleans Saints. But I'm watching the game again, and I hear John Gruden say, after catch after catch by guys that are not named Julio Jones, if guys are going to go to this much trouble to stop Julio Jones, they're going to be in trouble this year against the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm going to tell you, he is exactly so right. But can you fault defensive coordinators for continuing with what makes football logic sense? Well, it makes football logic sense to double Julio, right? Make the other guys have to beat you. It makes sense to shut Devontae Freeman down. Make the other guys have to beat you. The problem with that is Julio's taking double coverage and other guys are actually beating you. See, it's one thing to make other guys have to catch the ball, and Matt Ryan got to look for other guys to catch the ball and lose games. But it's another thing to make Matt Ryan have to look at his other progressions and guys are catching the ball besides Julio, and you're winning the game. You're 2-0, spreading the ball out, and haven't been giving it much to Julio Jones. Now, a lot of that credit has to go to our offensive line, which we didn't have last year when the Panthers whipped us the first game, I think, in week 14. This line is actually giving Matt Ryan enough time to go through his other reads and find other open guys. Okay, Alex, the Mack truck, is really helping to make a difference on this front. Now, Chris Chester has been suspect in that middle, and I know they're going to try to go after him on the interior, Kewan Short, and the other guys are going to try to attack Chris Chester. But I think we will be ready to deal with that. Now, a lot of talk has been made about how we played sorry defenses. Well, I'm going to go with what Matt Ryan always says. You got to play who is on your schedule. Not only that, it's not that we're just playing defenses that may be 31 or 32. It's how we're beating those defenses into submission. And how ironic it has been after the last 2 games when we beat the last 2 defenses into submission, that they've had the team captains of those defenses talking And you can see the disappointment in both Khalil Max. And y'all excuse me because I'm always mixing up Cameron Jordan and Jordan Cameron, the tight end and the defensive player together. But we know it's one of those guys. But he is a team defensive captain of the New Orleans Saints, and he looks so disappointed. To the point to where he couldn't even remember Devontae Freeman's name. He called him, we can't be giving up plays like that to the little running back. Wow. Interesting. But it's okay. It is okay. I don't think personally Sean McDermott is going to be able to figure out how to stop. And I'm going to tell you, as soon as the first full defense gets out of the football logic sense of double covering and triple covering Julio Jones, we just waiting on you to go man to man. And this is to any defense. This is not just to the Carolina Panthers. This is to any defense. We are waiting on you to just man up on these receivers. And guess who is going to pop open? And his name is Julio Jones. Because, guys, you're double covering and triple covering is allowing other guys to get open and they're catching the ball. Now, I haven't looked at how many drops we've had, but I don't think we've had many. I really don't. And if you think this Falcons offense is not confident going in versus this defense this season against the Carolina Panthers, then you are fooling yourself. I'm just saying. You are fooling yourself big time. And they're just scratching the surface. Now, look, don't nobody have to respect Tevin Coleman because I'm seeing still people are not really respecting Tevin Coleman yet. Because they're going with their football logic sense. Devontae Freeman, Julio Jones, Matt Ryan. Cool. Keep on doing that. But sooner or later, you're going to have to take the bait and stop double and triple teaming Julio Jones and just watch the offense open up even more on your behinds. Period. But hey, if Sean McDermott is able to figure out how to do it, peace and blessings to him because he will show Denver how to do it. But if he can't, and we come out in this game and win, which I believe we can because I know we don't want to fall our second game at home after going on the road and beating two teams back to back and lose. But that's all I got to say on that. My name is Toby D. Faith Football fans. Peace. I'm gone.